guys, this is Scott from Adventure Moto Touring, and we're here again for another episode of the KTM 500 EXC and Rigg gear bike build. And as you've been following along, you've seen us install 3 different products so far on this bike. We've installed some saddlebags first, and then a tail bag, and then a tank bag, and then today we're going to install some fuel bottle holders on this bike, which I'm excited about. These are really cool, and I like the way that they are able to mount to the bike. So let's take a look. And before we install it, let's do a quick recap here. As I mentioned, these are the saddlebags. That's the rear fender bag, and then you've got the tank bag here on this bike. And so you can see there's an ideal spot right there to install these bottles. So anyway, it's starting to get filled out. We've still got some other stuff to put on, but there's lots of options, and you're going to be able to carry a lot of gear on this bike when we're done. So let's get to it with this fuel bottle holder. All right, so once again, here's the box of goodies. Still got a few things. We're about halfway through. So let me find the fuel bottle holders here. Here they are. These are both of them actually. So I'll take one out and show you guys what it looks like. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I like that tag. That's cool. Anyway, as usual, we've got a tag, trails in bottle holder it's called. You can see it there on the right. You can see how it's attached to a tank bag. So maybe we'll show you a couple different ways that you can mount it. But it's got straps on the top here, and then it's got straps on the back, and around here also some straps. So there's multiple different ways to mount this to the bike, and that's kind of what it looks like. So let's get it onto the bike and take a look. It does come with some nice instructions. It comes with another mounting strap, which is right here. And when we look at the instructions, you can see multiple ways you can mount it and how you're supposed to put a bottle inside it here. So it comes with several different options, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways we could tie it onto this bike. All right, first of all, what size bottles will it fit? These are 25-liter bottles. It says it'll fit up to 30. May fit even bigger, I don't know. But these are 25s, and they definitely fit right inside, no problem. And then you roll this up. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Once they roll up, they look like that, and you could actually even tie them onto something, that way, if it was a backpack or some other way. It's got buttons underneath here as well, so you could attach it this way. So you can open it up that way. It's got this molly strapping all around it, so you can hook it to other things, and so does their tail bag, and some of their tank bags too as well. This particular one doesn't, but you could put it back here or just back on the seat. And so let me show you a couple ways to mount it. So yeah, you could feed these straps that have buttons on them right through this molly straps, this pattern, and just feed it right through and then attach it. Once that's on there, it's just attached right on, so it's not gonna go anywhere. It's just attached. So that's one way to do it. You can also see these loops, which would really secure it. So you could also use these, and let me show you how that would work. So these are the same kind of straps that come with tank bags. I mean, there's multiple ways you could tie this down. I'm just gonna hook it through like this and go into the fender. Just a little trick for KTM guys. You can go through the subframe right here. You have to kind of maybe split that to get it through, but it'll come out and underneath your fender. So let me just show you. But yeah, it would poke through there and just go underneath, which is the way I've mounted other bags as well. So I'm just going to go into the fender and show you how you could really secure it onto this tail bag. So there you can see it's underneath the fender. You could go through here, and also I don't have this tail bag bolted on because we're going to give this away, so I didn't bolt it on. So really you could also go through these MOLLE straps here and really not go all the way underneath the fender. It comes with 4 straps, so you've definitely got plenty of options. It's got a nice handle here as well to carry it around. You could tie this top to things as well, but let me show you one other way to mount it as well. Okay, so just one other option. There's loops too on the outside of this bag. So it really just depends on how crazy you get, how many whoops you're going through. You could just attach it to the top of this bag, but also in the setup I had before, you know, if you just had it and you wanted to just attach these to your fender or to a rack, if you had a rack, you would just feed these through, you know, and attach them like that, and then they would just go over the top. And so you could really cinch it down, which I like to do. I like to have mine really secure because doing a lot of dirt riding, my stuff shakes around a lot. And so anyway, there's lots of options on how to mount these. And at any rate, I'm not going to tie them on to every position, but you get the idea. There's MOLLE straps through these water bottles. There's, you know, button straps on the back. I mean, there's lots of different options. You could carry them on here. You could put 2 on the back of here and carry them. I mean, you could tie them to a backpack. And you know, there's already bottle holders in these saddlebags, so you could carry a lot of fuel if you had these combined with you know, some fuel bottles on the back. And so there's lots of different ways to carry these, and they're really versatile, and that's really what I like about them. Really smart the way that they design these to really to attach in multiple different ways. All right, guys, there you have it. Another edition of the KTM 500 EXC Rigg gear bike build. And you can see this bike is really starting to get filled out. And so I'm excited to continue the process and install a couple more products. So we'll be voting on those. And just a reminder, we'll be giving all of these away at the end. After we've got it all installed, we're going to give these away in contests one by one. So keep an eye on that and participate in those contests, and hopefully you can get some of this gear for this riding season and be ready to go. So happy trails to you guys out there, and be safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.